From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Shan with today's voice briefing. It's Wednesday, August 16th, 2023.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Eric D. Lawrence. The UAW will be asking its members in the coming days to approve a strike authorization vote, a key step in the ongoing negotiation process with the Detroit 3 automakers. The strike authorization vote is normally a formality and doesn't necessarily mean a strike will happen. But this year, the heated rhetoric around contract talks between the United Auto Workers Union and Ford, General Motors, and Jeep parent Stellantis adds some significance to the vote. UAW President Shawn Fain recently tossed the Stellantis proposal in the trash, and Mark Stewart, who heads Stellantis in North America, called the, quote, theatrics and personal insults, end quote, counterproductive. The contracts expire in mid-September, but the union is highlighting what it says is the slow pace of negotiations so far, noting in a statement that bargaining hasn't moved beyond non-economic issues. The union, pointing to the billions of dollars in profits that Detroit automakers have recorded in recent years, has been pushing a range of demands, from return of cost of living adjustments to the ability to strike over plant closures. It's also seeking what it calls a just electric vehicle transition. Automakers say they need to contain costs in order to remain competitive for the EV transition, and they point to profit-sharing checks to show that auto workers have already been benefiting from the success of the companies.
I'm Sue Salaski, Detroit Free Press food writer. Hungry Detroit Lions fans will experience a new all-beef hot dog this season. The new hot dog is not only all beef, but is halal. It's available starting this season throughout concessions at Ford Field. Local Eastern market company Sod Wholesale Meats is the distributor, and it announced the exclusive partnership deal with the Detroit Lions. At Ford Field, the halal hot dogs will be available at all Detroit Lions games and other events at Ford Field. Halal means permitted in Arabic and refers to Islamic dietary laws requiring a prescribed method of slaughter. Sod Wholesale Meats also has partnerships with the Detroit Tigers and the University of Michigan Athletics, as well as Imagine Theaters in Michigan, to offer the halal hot dogs, according to its owners. The products are produced in Michigan, and Sod Wholesale has been in business since 1976. To celebrate this newest partnership, as the official hot dog of the Detroit Lions, Sod Wholesale Meats is offering a free pack of hot dogs for a limited time with any purchase at sodmeats.com.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kylie Martin. Oh, believe it or not, Michiganders, you do have an accent. According to Dr. Betsy Sneller, an associate professor of linguistics at Michigan State University and principal investigator of the Michigan Diaries Research Project, the Michigan accent is actually a part of a greater regional accent called the Inland North accent that spans from Buffalo, New York to Chicago, Illinois. In the mid-20th century, the Inland North accent was affected by a phenomenon called the Northern Cities vowel shift, which changed the way that people in this region pronounce their vowels. The short ah sound was replaced with the ia sound, which made words like bat, dad, and map sound like bat, dad, and map. The short O sound then took the short A place, making words like cot, block, and sock sound like cat, black, and sack. Then the short O sound was replaced with the wa sound, making words like caught and bought sound like caught and bought. However, what makes the Michigan accent different than the rest of the Inland North accent is its Michigan-specific vocabulary, with words like pop instead of soda and devil's night instead of mischief night, along with the occasional influence of the Canadian accent in words like about instead of about. However, according to Dr. Sneller, the Michigan accent is losing its Northern Cities vowel shift in younger generations. Now, to an untrained ear, this may sound like the Michigan accent is reverting to a standard American accent, but to linguists, the Michigan accent isn't going away. It's simply changing into something brand new. Pretty wild, eh? You betcha. If you'd like to hear more examples of the Michigan accent or even contribute your voice, you can visit the Michigan Diaries Research Project at mi-diaries.org.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department, checking in again with the Red Wings, who brought home yet another local product via trade. 1 month after dealing for Alex DeBrincat, On Tuesday, Steve Yzerman sent defenseman Gustav Lidstrom and a draft pick to Montreal for Jeff Petrie. The former Orchard Lake St. Mary's and Michigan State star has turned himself into a dependable offensive defenseman over the years. And in this deal, the Canadiens are picking up half of Petrie's contract, which goes to the 2024-25 season. The 35-year-old right-handed D-man is the son of Dan Petrie, the former Tigers pitcher, who you occasionally see covering games on TV. Considering all the roster moves the Wings have made this offseason, it feels like the next step in the rebuild, making the playoffs, is the top priority for this coming year.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press by visiting freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.